Hello Trinity Church members, it's me Ryan, and it's time for another Quarantine Daily Video Devotional. Although I suspect that much of the time you have a lot more to teach me than I have to teach you. That was fairly obvious yesterday afternoon when a whole parade of our church members rolled by the house to encourage my family and me. If you weren't there, take a look at this video clip. Isn't that amazing? It was so special to Amy and me. I can't tell you how much it meant to us to see a visible, tangible reminder of the love that exists in our community. If you are a part of the Orange community and you're looking for a church home, I want you to watch that video clip in its entirety and understand that this is just who our church is. We're the happy church. We're a loving church, and nobody had to try to force our members to be more loving. This is just who they are, and you couldn't find, in my opinion, you could not find a better church to come and be a part of, especially one that just showers people with love in the way that they did yesterday. So from Amy and Beckham and Baker and me, thank you so much. In fact, your actions inspired me to choose the topic we're talking about today. Today we're talking about encouragement through the lens of a man named Barnabas. So if you would look at Acts chapter 4, verses 32 through 37. And this is where we get our first glimpse of Barnabas. Acts chapter 4, verses 32 through 37. Now the whole group of those who believed were of one heart and soul, and no one claimed private ownership of any possessions, but everything they owned was held in common. With great power the apostles gave their testimony to the resurrection of the Lord Jesus, and great grace was upon them all. There was not a needy person among them, for as many as owned lands or houses sold them and brought the proceeds of what was sold. They laid it at the apostles' feet, and it was distributed to each as any had need. There was a Levite, a native of Cyprus, Joseph, to whom the apostles gave the name Barnabas, which means son of encouragement. He sold a field that belonged to him, then brought the money and laid it at the apostles' feet. I love the idea that when this man named Joseph joined the church and started contributing in such a dramatic fashion, he's selling fields, and lots of them are selling property so that the church can survive and thrive. That's a big deal, but I just love the idea that when this man comes and does this, the disciples and the apostles rename him, and they give him a brand new name, almost like being a part of a 1950s car gang or something. No, we're going to call you Hot Rod, but instead, it's encouragement. We're going to call you Barnabas. because you're such an encouragement to us. I just love that idea. Oh, if you could be renamed by your church and given a name that matches your character and the thing that you bring to your church, what would they rename you? What would your new name be? I tell you what it could be. It could also be Barnabas. You could also be an encouragement to your church. You could be an encouragement to your community and neighbors and friends and family right now during this quarantine. The particular circumstances that we find ourselves in, this is a good time for all of us to be called Barnabas. In the church I previously worked in, the pastor did a whole sermon series about church members being Barneys, and that was his big challenge. Go out into the world, go to your Sunday school small group, go serve in some part of the church, or at the time we were starting another campus, go to that campus and be a Barney there, be an encourager there. And that's my same challenge to you. Just in the same way that so many rolled up to our house yesterday to encourage us, go out into your community in a safe way, still keeping all the regulations, of course, and encourage somebody else who really, really needs it. You know, where it might start is just by calling somebody. Call somebody that you haven't talked to since this quarantine started and say, hey, how are you? Are you doing okay? Do you need anything? Well, what's some challenges you're facing? And pray with them over the phone. And that alone would be a super positive, encouraging thing to do for somebody today. So thank you for encouraging us yesterday. Let's continue this wave of encouragement. Let yesterday drive us into more and more. And my prayer is that it would just have a ripple effect around our community and around your neighbors and your friends. Let's be Barneys this week. Thanks so much. I love you. I'm praying for you, and I'm just rooting for you this week. Call me if you need a little shot of encouragement from your pastor. Thanks. Bye-bye.